I was a long time ago a new person on the PSS board. Um, I hate to tell you how many years it's been. Um, and then I was very happy and honored to be a Maggie Kuhn awardee. Um, One of the things that Maggie Kuhn, she had many quotes, but one of the big ones was the two undervalued, underused energy resources in this country are women and older adults. Our honoree today really exemplifies the work, that kind of work that Maggie did. Let's look at the video about Maggie and our 2020 honoree.
Since 1995, PSS has been presenting the Maggie Kuhn Award to an outstanding individual or organization that exemplifies the vision, spirit, and ideals of Maggie Kuhn. Born in Buffalo in 1905, Maggie Kuhn spent most of her childhood in Cleveland and later Memphis. After majoring in English at Case Western Reserve University, her interests in social activism soon became apparent. During the 1930s, Maggie worked for the YWCA, where she was often criticized for teaching women about women's issues and social justice. In the 1940s, she brought that same unconventional approach to her work for the USO. During the 1950s and 60s, Maggie Kuhn worked for the Presbyterian Church in NYC, where she encouraged seminary students to go out and work directly with those living in poverty. In 1970, Maggie, who was then living in Philadelphia, turned 65, and she found herself confronting the mandatory retirement law then in effect. She soon banded together with other retirees, and then, in that very same year, formed the Gray Panthers movement. Seeing all issues of injustice as inevitably linked, Maggie and her Gray Panthers refused to restrict themselves to just elder rights activism, but focused also on peace, politics, poverty, and civil liberties. Maggie and the Gray Panthers gave a voice to not only older adults, but to all those who found themselves disengaged, marginalized, or forgotten. Over the years, the Gray Panthers movement grew, inspiring people across the country to join the good fight. In 1992, Maggie became an advisor and consultant to PSS. When she died in 1995 at the age of 89, PSS was granted approval by her estate to create the Maggie Kuhn Award. Since then, the Maggie Kuhn Award has been presented annually. While the names and the faces of these worthy recipients changed every year, there remains one common denominator. Their leadership and their impact on the community has been consistently of the highest caliber, reflecting what this amazing woman, Maggie Kuhn, was all about.
This year, PSS is giving our Maggie Kuhn Award to Doris Williams, a longtime advocate for grandparents and older New Yorkers. Doris Williams was born in South Carolina and raised in New York City, where she received her education and graduated from Central Commercial High School. She's the mother of 4 children, 2 deceased, grandmother of 6, great-grandmother of 7, and great-great-grandmother of 3. Miss Williams raised 4 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren after the death of her daughter. Professionally, Miss Williams worked as a secretary for insurance and real estate brokers. She also served at the New York City Department for Aging as the co-chair on its Senior Advisory Council and as a member of the Grandparent Empowerment Movement. For over 10 years, Grandparent Empowerment Movement has been promoting National Grandparents' Day, and Miss Doris, as she is known, has been its leading national advocate. Additionally, she advocates for seniors, kinship, housing, education, AIDS, and Alzheimer's disease. Doris Williams has devoted the past decade to transformation of our understanding of aging from a state of decline to a state of life in full and all of its challenge and opportunities. Ms. Williams has received awards from a wide variety of organizations, including Grandparents Around the World, Steinway Children and Family Services, Citizens Committee, as well as from council members and congressmen. And she was a public advocate for Mayor Bill de Blasio. In addition, she has received awards from the New York City Department of Aging and Appreciation for her years of service on their advisory council, from the Frederick E. Samuels Community Democratic Club, and Doris was asked to introduce Mayor Michael Bloomberg at an aging-friendly forum. To sum it up, Doris Williams is truly an advocate for grandparents and older New Yorkers, and has displayed the same qualities exemplified by Maggie Kuhn. PSS salutes Doris Williams for her tireless efforts advocating for older members of our community. We are proud to add her to the roster of honorees who champion the vision and ideals of Maggie Kuhn.
Wow. This is an amazing woman. And we are most pleased to introduce Doris Williams, Miss Doris, as our 2020 Maggie Kuhn awardee. Take it away, Doris.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And good afternoon, everyone. I am so honored to have been chosen for this award. I actually read about Maggie Kuhn, and I don't think that I actually deserve it or will ever live up to some of the accomplishments that she has made, but I will do my best to honor and to look out for seniors, and in particular grandparents and grandparents raising grandchildren. I live in a senior citizen development, so I am definitely advocate for seniors and what their benefits is, and have knowledge about what it is that they're supposed to have and how we are to be treated, as a matter of fact, for all seniors. I do want to say that I am familiar with PSS. I was there with Dave. I thank Dave for his vision to have a grandparents building, because that was one of the things that I got my grandchildren that I thought that I would want to be in. And so I've been there to the groundbreaking, and I've been there many times. Actually, the time that Hillary Clinton was there that we met with her when she came there to and took pictures with her. And she has also been supportive when she was a senator of grandparents, and helped us to get some bills passed with a National Committee of Grandparents for Children's Sake with Bridget Castellona, and with Jerry Wallace, our attorney, and also with Department for the Aging and other grandparents groups, because we had a coalition. So we did that with all the boroughs, that the grandparents that was raising grandchildren, in terms of trying to get regulations for us, because it wasn't easy. It was like you take it and you take what we're saying and whatnot. They didn't understand grandparents raising grandchildren. So we needed to let them know just what it was and what we needed. And for our grandchildren, I'm so pleased to say that my grandchildren that I was raising at that time are all grown and all have good jobs. They've all graduated from college. I'm so pleased with them. And as you said, I'm a mother, grandmother, great grandmother, and great grandmother, or great great grandmother. So many greats in there until I don't even know if I deserve it, but I just love them so much. And they just love me. And I just think that we, as support groups, support one another. And I think that's so important as well, because it's really not easy raising grandchildren, and to try to have that relationship after they have grown, and that we have done as well. So this with seniors now, I find that we seniors do have a lot of problems. Some senior citizen places or senior citizens, they don't quite understand what it is that what we need or what we're facing, and even the relatives. So to be out there advocating for seniors is something that I find very dear to me, for us to have recreation and to be together and understand what we're supposed to get in terms of healthcare and all the things that we as seniors that don't know. I am here to help them find out about it, or at least refer them to where it is that they could get the services that deserve. They don't think, back in the day, they just thought that you were just old and that's it. But that's not true now. I'm 85 years old. I just turned 85. And I feel as though I'm blessed to be this age, happy to be able to support grandparents and to be able to do referrals for seniors and grandparents so that they can get the privileges and things that they are entitled to and they don't have the knowledge about. And that's what my goal is. And I first want to congratulate all my co-honorees for the work that you've done. And thank you, PSS, again for all that you've done. And I had planned on playing A Lovely Day by Bill Withers, but of course I didn't get it together. I'm 85 years old, but Denny DeVita sang it very well at the inauguration. So if you feel that way, I feel today is definitely a lovely day. And thank you, PSS, and congratulations to all of the honorees.
Doris, thank you. Thank you. And you are definitely deserving of all those greats. And it's also clear that you are a woman who knows how to make community, how to get people to work together. And we so appreciate that. And it's so important in the work that we do.